The average Mercedes owner in America spends $908 per year on maintenance. But here's the part the dealership won't tell you. That number is a lie. Because if you buy the wrong Mercedes, that $908 turns into $4,000, $6,000, or a catastrophic engine failure that costs more than the car is worth. Mercedes-Benz scored below the industry average in the 2025 J.D. Power Vehicle Dependability Study. RepairPal ranks the brand near the bottom for overall reliability. And yet, there are 5 specific Mercedes models that buck that trend entirely. 5 cars that give you the badge, the luxury, and the engineering, without the financial massacre. And if you think number 1 is the C-Class, you're already wrong. Number 5. The Mercedes-Benz GLA 250. This is the cheapest way into a new Mercedes in the USA right now, starting at $42,850 for the 2026 model. And here's the brutal truth most reviewers won't say out loud. The GLA is not a real SUV. It's a tall hatchback wearing SUV cosplay. But that is exactly why it works. The GLA shares its platform with the A-Class. A simpler, lighter architecture that limits the failure points. No complex air suspension. No over-engineered V8. Just a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder making 221 horsepower, paired with an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic. It's front-wheel drive by default, with 4MATIC all-wheel drive as an option. According to Edmunds' true cost-to-own data, a GLA 250 will cost you approximately $4. $6,000 in maintenance and repairs over the first 5 years. That's under $1,000 per year. Kelley Blue Book named the GLA its subcompact luxury SUV Best Buy in both 2021 and 2022. The Auto Vista Group awarded it the 2023 Compact SUV Residual Value Award, meaning the market is pricing in long-term trust. The post-2017 models resolved most early production issues, faulty airbag sensors, oil leaks, starter motor faults, all fixed. With proper maintenance, the GLA can comfortably reach 150,000 to 200,000 miles. The annual maintenance cost sits around $987 according to RepairPal. For a Mercedes, that is borderline miraculous. But there is a catch. The GLA is small. The cargo space is laughable at 15 cubic feet. The rear seats are cramped. And if you need to tow anything, forget it. This is a city car with a luxury badge. If you need space, this is not your car. But if you think the GLA is the budget champion, wait until you see what Mercedes built for families who refuse to go bankrupt. Number 4. The Mercedes-Benz GLB, starting at $45,150 for 2026. The GLB is what the GLA wishes it could be. Same engine family. Same 2.0-liter turbo 4-cylinder. Same 8-speed dual clutch. But the GLB adds something the GA simply doesn't have. Space. Real space. 3 rows of seating if you option it. A boxy, practical silhouette that actually fits a family. The GLB shares its underpinnings with the A-Class and GLA, which means it inherits that same simpler architecture. Fewer things to break. Fewer computers to malfunction. Fewer sensors to fail at 80,000 miles. And that is the secret weapon here, Mercedes' problem child models. The S-Class, the GLE with Airmatic, the AMG variants all share one thing in common: complexity. The more complex the car, the more expensive the repair. The GLB strips that away. Standard suspension, straightforward electronics. The 2022 and newer GLB models have shown strong reliability scores in owner surveys. The 9-speed automatic is smooth and efficient. The interior quality punches above its weight class. And because it shares so many parts with the A-Class and CLA, aftermarket and independent mechanic support is abundant. Here's the reality check though. The GLB is not exciting, it's not fast. The 0-60 time is around 7 seconds. The handling is competent but forgettable. This is a tool, not a toy. A luxury appliance that happens to have a 3-pointed star on the hood. But if you want a Mercedes that won't send you into financial ruin, the GLB is one of the smartest buys on the American market today. And if you think a compact SUV is the ceiling of affordable Mercedes ownership, the next car on this list will completely change your perspective. Number 3. The Mercedes-Benz C-Class, specifically the W205 generation from 2015 to 2021. This is where the list gets serious. Because the C-Class is not an entry-level compromise. It is a proper Mercedes sedan with proper Mercedes engineering, but from a generation that actually got it right. The W205 C-Class replaced the problematic W204 and introduced a new platform that fixed many of the previous generation sins. The M274 2.0-liter turbo 4-cylinder is robust. The 7G-tronic and later 9G-tronic automatic transmissions are durable if serviced correctly. And the interior quality of the W205 set a new standard for the segment when it launched. According to reliability data compiled from owner reports and service records, the best years for the W205 C-Class are 2018 through 2020. These models had the early production bugs ironed out, but hadn't yet introduced the overly complex MBX system that would plague later models. Expected lifespan? 150,000 to 200,000 miles with standard maintenance. The key phrase there is standard maintenance, because here's what destroys C-Class owners: neglect. Skip the transmission fluid change at 60,000 miles, and you're looking at a $3,000 to $5,000 gearbox rebuild. Ignore the timing chain service interval, and you're buying a new engine, but maintain it properly. And the 205 C-Class is one of the most rewarding ownership experiences in the luxury segment. The ride quality is sublime, the cabin is whisper quiet, and the used market is flooded with them, meaning you can pick up a clean 2018 C300 for under $25,000. The C-Class is the gateway drug to Mercedes ownership done right. But the next car on this list is what Mercedes mechanics actually buy for themselves. Before we get to the top two, a quick word. If you want the brutal truth about the car market every single week, what's breaking, what's worth buying, and what's a total disaster? Number 2, the Mercedes-Benz E-Class. And I'm putting both the W212 and W213 generations on this list because both deserve recognition for completely different reasons. Let's start with the W212, built from 2010 to 2016. This is the generation that saved Mercedes' reputation after the disastrous W211. The W211 was a catastrophe, balance shaft failures, airmatic suspension collapses, sensotronic brake control disasters. Mercedes knew they had to fix it, and the W212 was the answer. The W212 E-Class is the car European taxi drivers choose. German taxi fleets routinely run these past 300,000 miles on original engines. The OM651 2.1-liter diesel is widely regarded as the most reliable Mercedes engine of the modern era, regularly surpassing 400,000 to 500,000 kilometers in fleet service. The 3.5-liter V6 petrol is equally robust. The 7G-tronic automatic, if you change the fluid every 60,000 miles, will outlast the car. Then there's the W213, launched in 2016 and running through 2023. The W213 introduced the OM654 diesel engine, a modern, efficient, and genuinely reliable power plant that fixed the injector issues of the OM651. The 9G-tronic transmission is smoother and more efficient. The platform is stiffer, safer, and more refined. JD Power ratings for the W213 peaked at 83 out of 100 in 2023. By that year, Mercedes had issued 0 recalls for the E-Class sedan. 0 the best years for the W212 are 2013 through 2016. For the W213, 2018 through 2022. Expected lifespan? 200,000 to 300,000 miles. This is not an exaggeration. This is fleet data. This is taxi data. This is what happens when Mercedes stops trying to impress journalists and starts building cars for people who drive for a living. But there are traps. Airmatic air suspension on high-spec trims is a $1,500 to $3. $0 per corner repair waiting to happen. The early W212 models from 2010 and 2011 had piezo injector issues on the OM651, and the Takata airbag recall affected 2010 through 2013 models. Always verify the recall work was done. Avoid airmatic. Buy a diesel or the V6 petrol. Get a full service history, and you will own one of the most bulletproof luxury sedans ever built. But the E-Class is not number 1. Because there is one Mercedes model that combines the E-Class reliability with SUV practicality and a price point that makes luxury car ownership almost sensible. Number 1. The Mercedes-Benz GLC 300. This is it, the sweet spot, the Goldilocks zone, the car that makes every other Mercedes look either too compromised or too expensive to own. The GLC 300 has received an IIHS Top Safety Pick or Top Safe Pick CLIS award for 9 consecutive years. From 2017 through 2026. 9 years. That is a record that almost no luxury SUV competitor can match. Not BMW, not Audi, not Lexus. RepairPal rates the GLC 300 at 4 out of 5 with a top 4 segment ranking. Maintenance and repair costs over 5 years? $4,709 according to CareEdge data. That's $100 Alvin per year for a luxury SUV. Annual routine maintenance runs between $800 and $200. For context, a BMW X3 will cost you significantly more. An Audi Q5 will cost you significantly more. A Range Rover Velar will cost you your sanity. The best years are 2018 through 2020 and the post-2024 redesign models. The 2018 to 2020 GLC 300 used the M274 2.0-liter turbo 4-cylinder, making 241 horsepower, paired with a 9G-tronic automatic and rear-wheel drive, or 4MATIC all-wheel drive. No airmatic air suspension as standard, no overly complex hybrid systems, just a proven powertrain in a properly engineered package. The expected lifespan is 150,000 to 200,000 miles. And here's the critical detail. The GLC 300 depreciates like a stone in the first 3 years, which means the used market is absolutely flooded with low-mileage examples. You can buy a 2019 GLC 300 with under 40,000 miles for under $30,000. That is a $45,000 SUV for 2/3 off. With most of its reliable life still ahead of it, the common issues are minor. Electrical gremlins in the infotainment system, occasional sunroof drainage blockages, premature brake wear if you drive aggressively. Nothing that will send you to a bankruptcy attorney. The GLC 300 is the car Mercedes got right. It's the right size for American roads. It's the right price for American wallets. And it's the right level of complexity for American mechanics to fix without charging you a second mortgage. If you buy one Mercedes in your lifetime, and you care more about your bank account than your Instagram feed, this is the one. So there it is. 5 Mercedes models that won't destroy your finances. The GLA 250 for the budget conscious, the GLB for the family, the C-Class W205 for the sedan lover, the E-Class for the long-distance warrior, and the GLC 300 for the smart buyer who wants it all. But here's the question I want you to answer in the comments. If you had $30,000 to spend on a used Mercedes today, which one of these 5 would you actually buy? And more importantly, which Mercedes would you absolutely avoid? Drop your answer below. Smash that subscribe button if you want more brutal car market truth bombs every week. We don't do sponsored content. We don't do dealer partnerships. Just the data, the damage, and the cars that are actually worth your money. See you in the next one.